Hello everybody and welcome to another hairstyling tutorial. So today I'm going to teach you how to use a matte clay, and specifically how to use a matte clay for more old school type of styles. So if you do not know, a matte clay is obviously a hair product, and the clay products are more meant for a lot of modern styles, where they're matte, no shine, very voluptuous, a lot of texture, and not a very defined, crisp, clean style. It's a very modern trend and is very common for the kind of haircuts that people like currently and nowadays. But the problem is, I do not like modern hairstyles. It's not my thing. But I still have a lot of different various clay products that I use on a regular basis. I don't use them to have more modern styles, but I use them in my own specific way to kind of mesh together modern and classic styles together. So I wanted to show you today how I mesh them together and the kind of style that I choose to do and something that you can do that is a more modern style with an old school twist on it. So let's get into it. Alright, so what you're going to need for this style is a matte clay. Anyone will do, but if I were to recommend one, I really like Nostalgic Grooming's clay. It is excellent, superb actually, and this one works great for me. Also for the old school style, you will also need a strong holding water-based gel type pomade. I'll get into later why you're going to need that, but today I'm going to be using Union's 1950s, but any gel type stronghold water base will do, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Also for the style, you're going to need a wide tooth brush, a standard styling comb, and an afro pick if desired, but not necessary. As you can see, my hair is a little bit short right now. I just recently got a haircut, and you may be thinking your hair looks fine with nothing in it. And yes, I like my haircut that I recently got, but I like doing my hair and styling it, so me. So first, take your styling comb, brush through your hair when it is completely bone dry. Make sure there are no knots in it and that everything is going together really smoothly, and make sure everything is just all together clean, uniform, and standard and normal. As you know, my hair is quite wavy, but it has thinned out over the years, so it is a lot thinner now. So for people with wavier, very dense, thick hair, this look might not work for you. Especially people with curly hair, so this look is more advised for people who have thinner hair, or if you do have thicker, wavier hair, I would recommend either blow drying your hair first or using a straightening iron. That'll get everything so it'll be a bit more loose, so it'll all properly come together. I don't need to do that because my hair already is quite thin, so just word of advice. So you're going to take your matte clay, and then make sure that you use very tiny amounts at a time. Don't be overbearing with it, and very, very small amounts at a time, like about that much first. Just break it down and apply it normally to your hair, as you would with any other hair product. For me specifically, it would be any pomade. Just simply apply it as you normally would, and with most other matte clay styling, matte clay styles that you would do, the things that you would do would probably end about here because the products are not meant to make your hair very pristine and precise. They're just meant to be a little bit messy and give your hair a little bit of volume, which this stuff does very well. But that's not what we're doing today. So just make sure, I've used 2 scoops right now, and honestly that's gonna be about all you need. You don't really need a ton. And then once it is all in there, you want to comb it through, make sure everything is all nice together and that the product is evenly distributed especially. You'll feel that your hair has enough in it if you can feel the lift start to come into your hair. So like right now I can feel that my hair does have a lift that has been given to it. You probably can notice on camera that it has a certain lift to it that has happened, and can be finger combed quite well, and this is about where a normal how to use a clay video would end. Alright, now here's what's going to make it a little bit different. So How I make it more old school and I touch into it is by putting a part in my hair. And because of the nature of matte clay products, it's very difficult to find comb lines and to be able to find a place where you can part your hair. And this is where a strong holding water base comes in. So you're going to take a very, very small amount, just enough, and then apply it to where you usually and typically would part your hair. Because of the nature of strong holding water bases, they are good at weighing the hair down a little bit and kind of forcing it down. And this force that it brings down makes it so you can easily find comb lines without getting your hair wet. Normally, the easiest way to find comb lines is when your hair is wet, and using other products that you can use to differentiate them or find the part line more easily. But because it's a matte clay, you don't want to apply it wet because it defeats the purpose of giving you lift and height. So now that it's in there, you can notice comb lines are way easier to find now and can very simply be found. And I'm going to part my hair as I see fit. Awesome. Now my hair is parted, I have all this stuff right here, and I can get ready to be about done. So take your wide toothbrush, run it through your hair very loosely, and give it some of the texturized volume. It gives it a sort of nice lift to it, but still maintains a bit of a wave in it and looks all around pretty good. Also, one thing that you'll need about a strong holding gel type water base is that typically strong hold gel type water bases do not maintain a shine and they dry out and become crusty and matte. So it's something that you will want because you don't want there to be any shine in your hair if you're trying to do anything that's like a modern style. And then you can go to your final tweaks. You can use a comb or anything that you'd like to give final tweaks to your hair, and now it's just up to you to sort it out and make it look good. Alright, there we go. I am about done. So this is what it looks like towards the end. As you can see, I have my part in there right there, so it draws back to more old school type of styles. And up here, because of the matte clay, my hair I can run my hands through my hair. It looks heavily texturized. I can give it more volume if I want. And it feels very natural. So that's how I use matte clays. I don't really like a lot of the modern styles, so it's something that I've done to make it my own and make it something that I like to do. So I don't use matte clays all that much just because they aren't really my favorite. I'd rather personally have more clean styles, but I don't think matte clays are bad. They're just type of demographic and a niche market that is just not the one that I'm directly connected to. But it's good stuff. And I think if you've never tried to use a matte clay, it's something that would be a fun new thing to try out. And if you try to use a matte clay like a pomade, it will fail and it will not work properly. So you gotta expect kind of hairstyles like this. But anyway, that is how to use a matte clay.